I wanted to make a video that kind of stirs my heart today. I was sitting on Facebook about this morning, and I've noticed um, I noticed some things that hits kind of close to home, being a disabled person. Okay, yeah. So I got my phone in my hand right now with a snapshot of the post. Sorry if it's going to sound like some really bad words are going to come out. I'm sorry. I apologize this ahead. I'm going to try to camouflage some of the words as much as I can, okay? Elizabeth Ryan posted it on Facebook, Elizabeth, of Thibodeau. I wanted to say it, my heart goes out to you. I'm very sorry you had to deal with something something like this. You know, I don't know if you're a mom of a kid or something like that. I don't know your full story. But I understand where you're coming from by reading what I just read. I hope it's okay, I can read it. I'll read it right here. Elizabeth Ryan was at Rotolo's Pizzeria, Rotolo's in Thibodeau. And she wrote this. And this is what pretty public. She wrote, I know I don't get on here and post stuff like this, but this really isn't sitting right with me. A close friend of mine was just fired from Rotolo's. I'm sorry for your friend, by the way. I'm really, really sorry about that. So I'm just going to keep saying it. A close friend of mine was just fired from Rotolo's in Thibodeau after something that honestly needs to be talked about. Ooh. While she was at work, her manager, Rihanna Hidalgo Duval, made a really disrespectful comment about a disabled child. Okay, can I just really pause right there? Be honest with this. I don't think that feels right there. I don't think so. Oh, it gets worse. Who is eating there? What? This is shocker. This is kind of discrimination on top of discrimination. Why in the world is this manager even making a comment about this sad child? I'm sorry, but that is totally unacceptable here. Her family was dining in the restaurant and requested accommodations for the child, and the manager was told about the request, and she said in front of multiple workers her special needs ASS, I'm not going to say it, I'm just going to spell it, because I don't like to cuss, so I'm just going to just say it. Can F-U burn herself? Mean the F, you mean the F-bomb. That is how bad. And I said what I said, yeah. She apologized after and said it was messed up, but my friend spoke up in the moment and made it clear that this wasn't okay. Bravo, friend, bravo. Gosh. No disabled child or family should be hearing this word or this language in this sort of context. Yeah, she apologized after. My friend spoke up in a moment. I think she would have been fired. If I was a manager in this situation, I think I would fire her right then and there. She even told her that her special needs self and she even told her she has special needs herself and advocates for people with disabilities. You just messed up, manager. You're totally messed up. And applaud to the waitress over there for speaking up. After that, she was pulled into the office and told she wasn't doing a good job. What? Over something this harassment? No, 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 no. After just being complimented of her hard work a couple weeks before. Okay. That don't seem right. She just stood up for the child. And let alone a family has to deal with this problem. And nobody should have to deal with it while they're dining out as a family. Today she got called in again and they fired her. What? They fired the wrong dang person for standing up for a child. How disgraceful this is. My friend spoke up again about the issue and the manager told her it was a joke and life is not that serious. The crap, it wasn't that serious. That was kind of serious. That is harassment that you just did. It wasn't very funny how they said that, because some people like us will take it very personal. If I was in a situation with my family and my friends, and I get literally upset, because I will take it very literal if this happened to me. And my mom would have done something about it, knowing if she witnessed this. Nobody should be talked to, treated, and or referred to this way. And who gives them the right mind to say it was a joke? It wasn't. Because some people might be normal appearing on the outside, but on the inside there's something a little bit different about them. You don't know if a person might have autism, cerebral palsy, something that needs a little bit more one-on-one assistance, and yet you're going to criticize them? That's inhumane. I'm sorry, but this is very inhumane. It gets even worse, too. Do with that you want, but people deserve to know the kind of environment they're supporting. People with disabilities deserve respect, period. That's a good statement. I just said that. People deserve respect and kindness and generosity and decency. Why even listen to a comment that is kind of discriminatory? Just putting it out there so people can be aware of the place you're spending it. Elizabeth Ryan, I am so sorry, and I'm sorry for your friend. Your close friend that was a waitress at Rotolo's. I'm sorry she's had to witness that and had to stand up for the child, you know. I'm proud of her in the way that she did. And I don't know her and I don't know you, but I'm proud of you, because you know what? People like y'all deserve my respect 100%. And I'm going to read the statement from Rotolo's of Thibodeau. Frankly, I never had this trouble in Houma, because we go there off and on in the Houma branch. And they were a lot nicer, too. They never said anything. And I have autism, and my parents off and on takes me out to eat to places, you know. But it was a very hard start for us, too, because of everything that we were kind of described at first. But it took some getting used to, you know, off and on. But it does get better, you know. I would say it from my standpoint, it does get better. And this one did get a little bit better from here. Bertolo's Pizzeria, Thibodeau, Louisiana. And if this happened in the Houma one, they'll probably post it on from their pages. We're aware of a social media post regarding an incident at our location, and we want to address it directly. Thank you. This is the nicest thing you can do. First and First and most importantly, the language described in that post does not reflect who we are or what we stand for. We have zero tolerance for disrespect towards any guest, and especially towards individuals with disabilities. After reviewing the situation, the manager involved is no longer with the company. Thank you for firing her. Peppers of Thibodeau. If I was the owner of that place or the home location, I'll be firing them if they act or say anything in this disrespectful and discriminatory and harassing kind of way. I would have fired them. But I would have done something else. Want to know? The waiter that stood up for that sort of behavior, I would have promoted her to manager. Because she's the kind of person that the establishment should have. We also want to clarify that some details being shared publicly are not accurate. Okay? The employee referenced in the post is not terminated in retaliation for speaking up. Thank you for not firing her, because you know what? That makes a lot more sense. Because you know what? It takes a kind heart to speak to, to speak up. Even if the manager got fired. Thank God the manager got fired. And not her. That decision is made separately based on factors unrelated to the incident described. Wow. Okay, so it means the person might be kind, it might be likable, and people get along with. That's the type of values I would want. Right here. The incident in question happened several days apart from one another. I didn't know that. But I'm not judging here, but because sometimes you never know. Our hotels are committed to create an environment where every guest feels welcome and every team member is treated with respect. When we fall short of that standard, we take it seriously and act. And if Homa does the same thing, I applaud you. Thank you so much for taking it seriously and doing everything y'all can to keep customers wanting to come back. Because I say it in a way, if you say something about certain customers, it creates bad business, pretty much. And you don't want to practice bad business, because then again, it can really hunt you down, and it can follow you to closing down, and nobody wants that. We appreciate the community bringing concerns forward and holding us accountable. We will continue to reinforce our expectations with every team member. Bravo. Because I'll tell you one thing. If this is my particular situation, I'm glad the waitress did not get fired for standing up. Because that, what this manager said, wasn't cool. I'm glad the manager, on the hand, that's what I learned from the post, from reading it too, that the manager was let go instead of the waitress. Because in my world, if I was the manager, I would have promoted the waitress to be a manager, because he or she might prove to the point that for things like kindness and respect, and those two qualities can go a very long way in a disabled community that nobody would understand, and we disabled people deserve to be out with friends and stuff like that and have a good time, just being with each other's company without hearing the remarks. So I applaud the the CEO for making the post about this. Making the right decisions to act, because what if they didn't and just continues? It would create a lot more people to not come back. You lose business and revenue this way, and you don't want that. So treating people with kindness in my world creates far more a good environment for everybody, you know. So I hope my video is going to bring light, you know, in this crazy dark world, and I'll see your butt on the flip side later.